We had a request for backward slaloms to be included as one of our skills on our improvers playlist. So here we go. Backward slalom should be skated with the feet tracking closely in parallel and a strong knee action. In this tutorial, we will build our technique from the ground up, covering the most important learning cues. We know by now that the blade is curved from the front to the back. We can rock into the ball of the foot, and just as easily, we can pull up the toes and rock towards the heels. When we skate our backward slaloms, we're aiming to bend our knees up plenty, so we really feel our ankles are well squished in our boots. And we'll stay with the heels ever so slightly free so that they can pivot. Now that means the weight is gently towards the ball of the foot, but not so excessively that we start to feel the pads of the toes, the equivalent of your fingerprints of your toes, right? We're not going to feel these pads of the toes strongly squashed into the floor. We're going to be focusing on the bridge area, the ball of the foot here, as our main area that we're bringing our weight into, as we're able then to pivot the feet more easily. And we can see that from different angles here. There we go. Let's see it from an opposite angle. You can see the swivel and pivot of the blade. The heel has to be free of the floor in order to be able to pivot to create the curve. If our heel is down too strongly, then it's going to be hard to elicit the directional change. If I got too close to the camera. If our heel is down too strongly, then it can be hard to create the changes in direction. The blade is much less eager to mobilize and rotate when we're skating backwards with the weight, with the heels strongly down into the floor. We're going to say knees are very important in this motion, so we're going to remember that our feet will be running what feels like on a diagonal to our lung axis. We will have a bend and deepening in the knees. We will rise, rotate past the long axis and arrive in the equal and opposite spot on the diagonal opposite that axis. So if I'm starting on my diagonal, I got bend, I got rise, to the other side, bend. When I arrive on that next diagonal, rise, rotate, diagonal, bend, rise, rotate. And we can see that right down at floor level. Let's have a little nosy, shall we? Level you off, there you are. Hi. So we see those diagonals and we get bend, rise, rotate, bend, rise, rotate. As we rise, we feel more connected to the ball of the foot, bending, rising, ball of the foot rotation, bend, rising, ball of the foot rotation. Where does the pressure to move us on come from? That's the small amount of lean, right? Impossible to lean whilst we're standing still. You can see that near tragedy that occurs when we lean standing still. However, when we're about to move, we bend, we commit our body weight onwards, and then we push with our legs to get our legs to catch up. So our legs are playing catch up after we've sent our body. And bend my knees, send my body, and play push catch up with my feet, creating a quick little C or the bottom end of a letter J, round, really quick, bend and curl that hook around, bend, hook around, bend, pressure, and hooking the feet around nice and quick. And as our last little mini exercise to go with that, we can practice this off the ice before we try it on the ice. I want you to imagine for a second, these are your feet off the ice, they're together, and they're facing a diagonal. You're going to make a little jump that moves backwards and turns your feet to the next diagonal. A little jump, rotate the feet to face the next diagonal. We can do it on the ice, it's a little more risky, so probably better to use this as a little off-ice warm-up first, but this feeling of jump, and rotate, jump and rotate as we go. Try it off the ice first and then gradually introduce it to on the ice so that you can get a little feeling of where the power in the push is going to come from when you're trying to do more exaggerated energy and pressure and push inside of your backward slaloms.